It's America's game. Wheel of Fortune.
All the glamour and glitz of Wheel of Fortune in your own home.
Linguine with white clam sauce.
Julie Allred is one of 100 million viewers around the world. She's a Gresham wheel watcher.
She'll say R.
Across town in Hillsborough, Terry Gosh is a wheel watcher by night.
Okay, why don't we start with some of the aircraft mechanic fields.
And a U.S. Air Force recruiter by day. Then came his chance of a lifetime.
Actually, our secretary at my main office is the one that called me and said, hey, I know you like the show because you've told me that you could get on that show and make money. Here's your opportunity. And so I decided to enter.
We're looking for fun players on the show.
He entered our Spirit 2 Wheel in the Northwest tryouts. So did Allred, an office manager for a Portland architectural firm. She thought she would never make it on the game show.
My husband was telling me, you should just mail in a postcard. And I thought, no way, I've got the worst luck. And, there's no way they would ever draw my postcard.
But we did. Both Allred and Gosh got their chance to audition. Wheel of Fortune stopped in Portland in September to find the perfect contestants. Even a few familiar faces tried out.
I'm kind of liking this game. I'll spin again, Vanna, please. Thank you.
For all his politeness, Steve Dunn is out. Paul Lindman takes a try.
I was doing so well.
Fortunately, our Channel 2 anchors kept their day jobs because they won't be on the wheel, but these 12 Oregonians will. Once chosen as a contestant, it's off to Seattle to try your luck at the Wheel of Fortune.
From spectacular Seattle, it's Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune makes a temporary home out of the Seattle Convention Center. 5 shows will be taped, but only 2 of the KATU viewers will play here. Terry Gosh.
I had to give it a shot, and it's just incredible how it's all worked out, and it's just like a dream, it really is.
And Julie Allred.
Just pure luck. I just feel really lucky.
And we'll find out just how lucky they'll be when they play the Wheel of Fortune this week. Solving those puzzles at home is one thing.
That's it.
Soon to be a major motion picture.
Be a major motion.
Okay, give us some money.
But getting the puzzle right in front of a live audience and millions of international wheel watchers is quite another.
Lobster served with prawn, butter, and lemon.
Terry Gosh, an Air Force Master Sergeant from Hillsborough, admits he was more than a little nervous. Show host Pat Sajak kids Gosh about his uneasy state.
And perspiration came pouring out, and you were in that situation yesterday.
Yes, I was.
Nothing was going well. We had to mop you down, and then all of a sudden you started to win everything, and now you're cool and collected.
Exactly. You probably heard Pat talk about my little sweating problem. I was extremely nervous.
The kidding may have been in fun, but the host realizes the pressure contestants are under.
Until you've been on a television set when you're not used to it, you cannot imagine the pressure you're under. They're all Wheel of Fortune champs of their neighborhood, and now suddenly there they are, and it's an entirely different game.
On the other hand, the pressure for the game show hosts is considerably lower.
Luckily for me and for Vanna, we basically just, get on an airplane in our sweatsuits and someone takes care of us. But for the men and women who work on the show behind the scenes, it really is a big undertaking.
Pat Sajak and Vanna White, arm in arm, have opened the Wheel of Fortune nightly for the past 13 years.
13 years ago when I started with the show, we just had the daytime version on, and the nighttime version was not around, so I was just thankful to have a job at that point, and I'm still thankful 13 years later.
The letter-turning White may have few words to say on the show, but behind the scenes, it's like a get-together with good friends. She and the hairdresser share tips on crocheting as she gets made up for the show, and it's that casual rapport that goes with her on stage.
Everybody's familiar with Pat and myself because we've been around together for 13 years, and people think of us, I think, as a brother-sister type team, and it kind of makes the show feel familiar.
That familiar feel has millions tuning in every night and thousands eager to solve the puzzles on Wheel of Fortune, just like Terry Gosh.
Lullaby.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to have to strike you here.
Yes! Yes!
Terry, let go of this woman. Who is this?
This is my wife, Terry.
Oh, I don't. Oh, Terry. It's Terry and Terry, and they're very, very rich. $29,100. Hug them again.
Thank you.
Can you believe it?
From spectacular Seattle, it's Wheel of Fortune.
You don't get this polished product without a lot of work. It takes 60 people to bring the set from Los Angeles to Seattle and put it all together for the big show. Once the pieces are in place, you need people to fill those seats. Then comes the real thing. It's showtime.
Here are the stars of our show, Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
In 52 countries with 100 million viewers weekly. But what keeps the Wheel of Fortune America's favorite game?
I mean, the primary reason for the success of any game show is the game, as simplistic as it sounds. People like to have to like to play the game.
S.
Yes, there is an S. Right above the...
It's a little bit like popcorn. Once you start playing, you can't stop. No special tools required, no special training, no special education. It's a game that we all played as kids. It's Hangman.
T. There are 2 T's.
We're in their living rooms every night, and it's a fun show. There's no crime, there's no killings, it's just a half hour of family fun.
And perhaps it has something to do with the lengths the hosts will go for the sake of the show. Would you climb on top of Seattle's favorite tourist attraction?
They put me on top of the Space Needle. Not where everyone else is, on top.
This fan was dying to meet Vanna, but on this day, a cutout of Vanna will have to do.
Before I left this morning, my husband says, "Here, take Vanna with you." And I says, "Okay."
It's America's #1 rated game show. And while the draw may be the game, or Pat, or Vanna, it's actually you, the viewer, who are making this America's game.
You love to sit around and challenge the wheel and hope to answer the questions, which is really comforting. If you're with your family or children, you know, everyone sits there and wants to guess what it is, so it's exciting.
Anyone who tells you that when we went on the air 13 years ago that they thought we'd still be on the air and still be #1 13 years later is lying to you. Our category tonight is phrase.
So whether you're a wheel watcher or not, you can't deny the following this game has and the impact it has on our popular culture.
$35,980.
In Seattle, Leah Hope, Channel 2 News.
Y'all gonna get in? Y'all wanna get in?